to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the Clone Wars, what are we gonna do? We are releasing more KOTOR and OT tunes. Woo! What a way!
I love Photoshop that they can make a cat look like this.
I'm like, oh man,
we have a lot to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about. So make sure you check out both channels. We're both posting a video about some news. But before we get into it, we're gonna do some Galactic War. I mean, I guess I'm racing myself since you are too lazy to save Galactic Wars for me.
I have Galactic Wars.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, it's too late now. So we're gonna put some Sith in the background because we got what people are coining Bad Stilla.
Bad Stilla.
We're gonna talk about her a bit in today's video. I know you have some thoughts. You're gonna make a video about her later on as well. I'm missing a mod on her. I don't care, but let's get this show on the road.
Okay.
Would you like to count us down?
Go.
Dan, we're off.
Okay.
So the first thing I kind of want to talk about. Let's put this baby on auto real quick.
Okay.
First thing I want to talk about, we're going to pretty much, the summer that we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about the new characters, Canderous and Bastila. Some fixes being made to Canderous soon and already, and Bossk Zeta, it's been a hot topic for some people. Yeah. But where I really want to start off first is the conversation about HK-47.
Yep.
Now, you said you didn't pick this up when you saw the kit.
No, the stance is definitely different. He had like a Stormtrooper Han stance before. I think they might have used the same model. Now he's got more of a B1 battle droid stance. It's more appropriate.
It's a lot more appropriate. It's a lot more robotic, a lot more droid-like.
Yeah.
And, you know, I speculate that, they changed the artwork. Probably going to be some rework coming pretty soon in the game. Of course, as we saw, Clone Troopers got art rework. Doesn't necessarily mean they might get reworked in terms of the kit, but I think it's appropriate for this month just thematically if their KOTOR is still their main thing. Obviously, they're building up to something big. Again, we're getting all these new characters, and they're probably going to be needed for some future event, whether it's Malik or Darth Revan. And
100%. Yeah. Going to be Darth Revan someday. Malik.
Yeah.
Malik seems likely. Why not? I mean, the quotes have been from Malik and things
the
like
quotes
that,
have been from Malik.
It's definitely going to be Malik and Revan.
Yeah, because the whole point of Bad Stilla, the fallen Bastila, is that she was Malik's apprentice.
Right.
And just to kind of summarize, Sith apprentice is her unique ability, who she had the apprentice of. Malik's, there might be some special synergy between her and Malik eventually one day. And I'm going to pull up this video right here. The other day, Capital Games posted a video over on YouTube showing off Canderous Ordo. And, it's their usual fun stuff.
So they got the HK right there.
There's the HK. As you see, there's HK right there. He's got his different animation stance going on here. But when you go down to the comment section, Darth Revan, which I've seen posted in our videos before, they said, next to Canderous, I see HK unit. Does it mean we will get HK-51 or HK-55 in a Darth Revan event or use HK-47? And they even pinned it. EA Star Wars pinned the comment.
Yep.
And they responded, difficult to see. Always in motion is the future, ...
Right. Definitely means that they're going to do something with HK and or Darth Revan. Darth Revan, I think, is 100% certainty. HK-47 needs a rework. I think they've also suggested that there's going to be some sort of droid viable in the future.
T3 and 4 teasers.
Yeah, they've definitely been, which also kind of makes maybe interesting if we ever get a Grievous rework, being a droid also. So HK is great. I think his kit right now is
it's the only reason my droids can compete.
The leadership is good.
That's all he's used for, really.
But his character himself is useless.
Yeah, everything else about it. Yeah, it's just the leadership, just getting all that bonus turn meter.
Leadership is it's one of the better leaderships.
Well, it's the best droid leader.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Jedi Training Rey being, she's not really a droid leader, but just happens to be that way. But the reason why I want to bring that up is because we see EA kind of toying around with people asking. I'm hoping it's not a new HK unit. I'm hoping it's HK-47. We already have him farmed up. A lot of us gear 12, gear 11, gear 10, whatever the case may be, because he was the meta at one point.
Right.
Yeah, with the droids, Jawa Engineer, and whatnot.
Sure.
So hopefully going forward, that's something. But of course, we've been led astray with character animations being changed. But
let's say they make a team with it's a Bastila, Badstila. And then not necessarily Canderous Ordo, but maybe it's HK and Malik and Revan. Maybe it all work together.
Yeah, maybe he'd be need for Darth Revan one day. So there's a lot of speculation about it. But I just want to bring it up because not everyone watches those EA videos. Obviously, only 5,000 people watch, and that's kind of a little piece of information people are probably not noticing.
My issue is the tags are confusing.
Oh yes, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
now. Perfect
the Old
transition.
Republic tags is so confusing.
Yeah,
are they Old Republic characters or from the Old Republic genre?
Yes.
The Old Republic generation. Right now, it is so. It's not logical right now. Currently.
It's off everywhere. And I remember I brought it up and someone else brought it up to the devs the other day because I think they may have forgotten there was a public statement about that because when we got all the guys earlier on in July, it was asked, how does the Old Republic tag work? Like, why doesn't HK-47 have the Old Republic tag?
Mine is Visas, Science,
yeah,
Freya,
and I think it was Capgas. I'll show a screenshot in the video. I might be wrong on who said it, but pretty much they said in this post on the forum saying that the tag is meant to be people who actually like were in the faction, the game, and aligned with the faction, not just because they're in the game Old Republic. That's just because, like, it's like if you're...
How does Canderous fall? I don't understand
so, yeah, so they're rolling back on that, because before that was the policy. If you were in the Old Republic in the actual game, you're supporting it, you're helping fight for the Old Republic, you got the tag. That made sense. Now it seems like they may have forgotten what they said, and they're kind of rolling back on what they said in the past. So now it seems like it's heading towards, if you're just in the genre, just in the game itself, the era.
Then what would you do with like Dooku and Maul? Should they have a Galactic Republic tag? It's getting really confusing. Actually, I think they're gonna fix it. It's just I think it was just that Canderous and Fallen Bastila kind of just didn't really fit right. Everything else kind of made sense up until then, but then it's still kind of like, where's Visas and all this?
Yeah. Oh my gosh! But the problem, They added it for a reason. I don't think they just forgot what their policy was. Things are always subject to change with them in this game. But let's pull up the Old Republic faction.
But it doesn't have anything to do with the legendary event, because the legendary event, there's specific characters. It's not related to the tag.
But anyways, hopefully they kind of pave the path, like make some statement on what's going on with the tags. Because I'm kind of curious what's their policy. If we have it'd be fun if we have like a Clone Wars era tag, or the original trilogy tag, or a sequel tag, or something. But anyways,
and it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just it's kind of confusing right now with like Visas and all that stuff. You know, at a minimum, Visas. Where does she fit?
Yeah, she's in that weird void. She's in a void. Yeah,
she should fit somewhere.
Yeah, but speaking of Old Republic, let's talk about our two characters we have here. Let's talk about Bastila, which obviously is the more impressive one. The other one could have been impressive, but it's not impressive once we know that there's a bug going on. So we have Bastila here. We're doing some Sith gameplay, no trio and stuff like that. And what are your reactions? I did a video about it at Gear Rate. Pretty interesting at Gear Rate, but what's your reactions to Bastila?
Okay, so I just put up my top 10 for the month, and I had 9 solid picks, and then in the number 10th slot, I had to actually pick out 4, and she made one of the 4.
Interesting. And
so that's, she's been out for a week, and I feel, I'm gonna buy the $10 pack.
I already did it after my video.
So like I don't buy those packs.
No, I bought maybe 4 of them this year, 5 maybe.
So I'm buying the pack. I think she's gonna be relevant. Period. Okay, what's the Grand Arena Territory Wars? A regular arena. She's relevant right now.
Yes.
You got Gear 3, Gear 4, 8s. And the other thing, it's how you mod Traya. Mods are actually important now.
It's very important. There's so many ways to go about it. Yeah.
You can mod Traya, with crit immunity and
or defense or
and
tenacity. Yes.
And use some people say you can do it without her, but you throw Fallen Bastila on there.
Oh, it makes it even better. Yeah.
You can all you're trying to do is like if you can get one isolate off of Traya rather than just playing a 4 versus 5, because that's the way it was. You're just playing 4 versus 5. But if Traya can survive and actually put up one isolate, and Nihilus can run amok and blow up the other team, this is great. I'm a big fan of this character. As a purchaser of Revan, I'm slightly annoyed.
Yeah,
but that's,
you're gonna still win on offense. His defense is
Revan's still the best.
Yeah, he's the best. Yeah,
it just definitely makes Traya, Palp lead with Traya, the trio, and Bastila is a good team. I want to see it work. I mean, it's I need to do more testing, but anyways, relevant character, good character
for the present and for the future. I think she's gonna be needed for some sort of event. So if you're trying to beat the rush for panic farming characters, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be needed for something in the future.
Well, never mind that. It's gonna. Who knows what they're gonna do? But Revan, Malik. I'm sure Canderous and Fallen Bastila are going to be. It has to be. It's just gonna. That's the way the game is now.
Oh yeah.
I hate to say it, but if you're one that needs to have the next legendary character, which I'm technically kind of was in that category, right? That means I probably should be buying Canderous right now.
You should be if you want.
Should be. If that's going to come down to that, then I should be buying the $10 pack for that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if I'll buy Canderous, because let's talk about him now. Okay. So what's going on right now is that I'll show some footage here. But the damage over time effects that he's applying,
it was fun.
It's fun.
It's fun with Darth Vader.
But they confirmed that it's.
I wonder how
not
many people bought it.
thinking
it's not working correctly.
No,
because he was getting like 2 or 3 damage over times.
Yeah,
and then his basic attack, that protection, would hit 3 times.
Yeah,
so it was adding like
there'd be 20 damage over times after 2 seconds.
Ramped through the roof, and then then there's all kinds of synergies with damage over time teams. Wampa,
Vader,
Sith Marauder, Vader lead, obviously, right?
Yeah, Vader
but it was
lead.
just like, and then you got the 2. A Zalbar mission, but it almost was too good to be true.
Yeah, and so there's a bunch of posts on Reddit, and they actually made an official post.
That is a bug.
Yeah, so pretty much they said here that his unique, all those damage over time effects that were applying because I like a challenge, they were not intended. They'll be deploying a patch next week sometime to fix the issues. I guess we have to wait until he gets fixed again to see what he's really like. But just from the footage we were sent, I don't think they even kind of said that he's not really meant for PvP.
He's not meant to be. I think he's almost meant just to be a stepping stone to a bigger character.
Yeah, I think the same thing too. So
yeah, I don't think he has a true purpose.
Well, think of it like this:
I don't know.
When we got Jolie and all that, we were like, "Oh, what's the point of Jolie?" We thought Jolie was garbage, and all of a sudden, Revan comes out. It's like, oh, it makes a lot. So I think that might happen with Canderous. We don't know what his purpose is now, but it could be he has no purpose.
There was no purpose to the
Zalbar mission.
Characters.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, there was no purpose to the prepared characters. Maybe one of them, 2 of them, but what I mean, most of them were not.
But like Zalbar mission, even after Revan, we don't really see much of a purpose of them. So Canderous could fall in that category, or it could be like Jolie. There's 2 ways this whole pendulum
went from being unimportant to like
makes the team better. Yeah.
I mean, there were some quirky teams that could beat Revan, but then you throw Jolie in there and it just doesn't work.
It just doesn't work.
Between the Kenobi taunting and Jolie,
and then all the cleansing, the healings, and
mods are so much more important than I mean, think about the way that we're using Nest with mods, and the way that Traya needs to be modded. I mean, it's no longer like always put the 30 speed arrow. I mean, it's definitely gone in a different direction.
What I want to move on to now is more, I guess, we kind of talked about bug fixes a little bit. Canderous is obviously in that category. What I want to talk about now is in regards to Bossk Zeta. Now, I know you didn't hear about it until today. I walked in the office.
I just found out about it, yeah.
So there's actually a lot of posts like this where we unfix the leadership. Can I get a refund? I think there's another post somewhere that, can I get a refund on this character? And the problem that was going on here is that apparently I didn't think this was happening. I mean, the way I didn't know about the way it's fixed now, that's all I thought it was working. But apparently, what was going on before with the Bossk lead is, let's say you attack someone that's taunted, let's say Sith Trooper, and he wasn't the weakest enemy, and let's say it was, I don't know, let's just say Darth Sidious was the weakest enemy. You can't get to him, but as you're hitting Sith Trooper, if he becomes the weakest enemy while people are hitting him, those hits then start counting towards the contract. But apparently what they're doing now is that if they weren't the weakest at the beginning of the encounter, whoever's attacking, it's not going to contribute towards the contract, even if they do drop below into the weakest enemy. So people have been really complaining here on Reddit. We have 426 upvotes that they don't call this a fix. It's a nerf. It definitely doesn't make the team better.
No, it makes the team worse because you have to target the taunting tank. If it was General Kenobi, maybe 2 of those 3 hits at the very end. Absolutely.
They could have contributed, because the problem with the bounty hunters is that contract is so important for them to get going. And if they don't get the contract going, this is, I mean, if you're stuck behind a tank or something that you're making weak and it doesn't contribute towards anything, because like the hunting party, you call the whole team in. Imagine that first hit drops that character below into the weakest enemy. All those 10 other hits, they're not counting towards anything.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
It's not good. No. But Django has the same problem. Someone here posted this where Django Fett, let's say they weren't debuffed at the beginning. So you watch. And then look, they just started, and they're already 30% into the contract here. Let me replay that again for you guys. So does this mean, because they weren't debuffed at the beginning, is Django messed up too? What other characters have things where like you have to have certain effects, like status effects? What if someone got a status effect that turned on after you hit him? Do those subsequent hits? It's a very.
I think they should unfix it.
It's a slippery slope.
There must have been a reason why they did it, though. Maybe it was causing something else, unintended effect in a future content. Sometimes they do things based on a mode or something coming out in the future.
It could be that
character.
Maybe this is balancing for Grand Arena. Maybe they don't want. I think that I excited to look at all the bounty hunters. There might be a problem with every single one of those bounty hunters. It's not just Bossk, obviously, because Chewbacca wasn't debuted at the beginning at a turn.
But as long as they have continuity to whatever they want
there needs to
do.
be just like the Old Republic text, continuity, so we kind of understand
or just
what's going
logical,
on.
or just like know what's going on, or whatever they have a plan of attack. And I'm okay with them changing things, but there you go, that works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I think there's some sort of problem with a couple of characters now if that's the case. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of stuff in today's episode. Let us know down below what your thoughts are, because there's a lot of interesting stuff, and hopefully we get some more information going forward, because this horrible Clone Wars month obviously isn't panning out, but we're probably getting some more KOTOR stuff down the pipes if I had to guess. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please hit that like button, comment down below on your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe to both of our channels so you're not missing a thing. And until the next video. Do we give him Party Richter?
Yeah.
Party Richter, Party Richter. Down, 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 down. Party Richter, Party Richter. Son of a bitch. Party Richter, Party Richter. Down, down, down.